The device you are using to watch this video runs on his invention. The light in your room. His invention. The wireless signals around you. His invention. Radio. Radar. Remote control. AC electricity. All his. He held over 300 patents. He spoke 8 languages. He changed the modern world. More than almost any human being who ever lived. And he died. Completely alone. In a small hotel room. With less than nothing to his name. His name was Nikola Tesla. And this is the story of how the world used him. And forgot him. Nikola Tesla was born in 1856. In a small village in Serbia. During a lightning storm. His mother told him, "You are a child of the storm." She had no idea how right she was. From the very beginning. Tesla's mind worked differently. He could visualize entire machines. In 3 dimensions. Inside his head. Build them. Test them. Fix them. All without touching a single tool. Before writing a single calculation. He had a photographic memory. He could memorize entire books. After reading them once. Recite entire libraries from memory. His professors thought he was cheating, because no ordinary human could do what Tesla did. But Tesla was not ordinary. He always knew it. And in 1884, at 28 years old, he packed everything he owned into a single bag and boarded a ship to America. In his pocket, he had 4 cents, a poem he had written, and a letter of recommendation, addressed to the most famous inventor in the world, Thomas Edison. Edison read the letter, looked Tesla up and down, and hired him on the spot. For the next year, Tesla worked for Edison. 18 hours a day. 7 days a week. No holidays. No breaks. He redesigned Edison's entire DC electrical system, making it dramatically more efficient. Saving Edison's company an estimated $500,000. In today's money, that is over $15 million. When Tesla went to collect his bonus, Edison laughed. He said, "Tesla, you don't understand American humor. There was no bonus. There had never been a bonus. It was a joke." Tesla resigned the next morning, and in that moment, the greatest collaboration in scientific history ended before it ever truly began. Tesla went out alone and started building. He developed alternating current, AC electricity, a system so superior to Edison's DC current that it would eventually power the entire world. Edison knew it. And Edison was furious. What followed was one of the most ruthless battles in the history of science. Edison launched a campaign to destroy Tesla. He traveled from town to town, publicly electrocuting animals, using Tesla's AC current to prove it was dangerous. Dogs, calves, even an elephant named Topsy, killed publicly, in front of a crowd, as a demonstration. He called AC current the executioner's current. He lobbied governments. He spread fear. He did everything in his power to bury Tesla's invention. But the truth could not be buried. In 1893, Tesla and his partner George Westinghouse won the contract to light the entire Chicago World's Fair using AC electricity. 100,000 light bulbs powered by Tesla's system. The crowd gasped. They had never seen anything like it. The war of currents was over. Tesla had one. The whole world would run on AC. His invention. His vision. And yet, somehow, Tesla still lost everything. Because winning the war of science and winning the war of business are two completely different battles. And Tesla only knew how to fight one of them. Tesla was a genius. But he was not a businessman. He signed away his AC royalties to save Westinghouse's company from bankruptcy. Billions of dollars given away with a signature. His later inventions, including a global wireless energy system, were shut down by investors who could not figure out how to charge people for free energy. If people could get electricity for free, there was no money to be made. And so they pulled the funding, demolished his tower, and walked away. Tesla grew older, poorer, more isolated. He lived in a series of hotels, running up bills he could never pay, talking to pigeons on his windowsill. His only companions, the man who had lit up the world, was sitting alone, in the dark. On the 7th of January, 1943, a housekeeper knocked on the door of room 3327 at the New Yorker Hotel. There was no answer. She opened the door. Nikola Tesla, the man who had invented the modern world, was gone. Alone. Penniless. No family beside him. No former colleagues. No journalists. No celebration. Just silence. He was 86 years old. The FBI seized all his papers that same night. Some of them have never been released. Today, Elon Musk named his company after him. His face is on the Serbian currency. The unit of magnetic field strength is called the Tesla. The world finally remembered. Just 100 years too late. So the lesson Tesla leaves us is simple. Talent without protection is just a gift, waiting to be taken. Know your worth. Guard your work. And never, ever, sign away what you built. This has been Untold Chapters. Subscribe, because the next chapter is already waiting.